morning, good morning. We are live. This is Charlie Live, and we are live on YouTube. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Drake and I decided to go live this morning real quick. We had a guest that is not going to make it today. He's going to be here next Saturday. So we wanted to go live today and let you guys know what we have going on, what we've been doing, and take some dabs with you all. Drake, what are you going to wake and bake on this morning with us?
Ooh, good question. I think I might jump in first with some of this. I grabbed the Mendo Breath, but I actually wanted to grab what is called the Watermelon Astro Boy. There it is. It's hiding. It's got an interesting kind of a sour vibe to it. Let's see if it'll come in for you. Just the label, but Watermelon Astro Boy. It's 73 to 160. But yeah, it's got a neat kind of sour, interesting profile. Goes a little like floral, perfumey. Decent for starting the morning off. Well, what are you hitting?
Nice baller jar.
No, there's only a few grams in there.
Yeah, but when you have time, when you even have enough to put it in one of those size of jars, that's a baller jar.
Yeah, of course.
That's a baller jar. Yeah. I'd take a baller jar. I am gonna go in on. What am I gonna go in on today? Let's grab this one. I am gonna go in on. Let's do this lemon, and it was the Cultivar number 5. This is from Kush Kirk. This is what his logo looks like. There's not a logo on this one, but there you go. That's what his logo looks like. Amazing product. I got like one nice size dab of this one left. I went through 2 grams of this, literally. Like there's my last dab. I'm gonna take that one right now.
Last dab.
Went through 2 grams of that. There was definitely more than 2 grams in here. I think he probably put 3 in here for me. It was very, very generously loaded. We'll put it that way. So let's get this shared out, Drake. I forgot to share it out on all of our chats. I forgot to get chat pulled out here. We got chat. If you're tuning in with us today, make sure you have it up on live chat, not top chat. And also, if you could please share it around to help us get the word out, we'd really appreciate it. Let me put the link in chat right now to share that one out. Let's see, get back over to chat. Hello, how are you, Robert? Good morning, Cosmic Ray. How are you? And we got Vets in the house. How are you? Welcome, everyone. How you doing this morning? Are y'all puffing with us? What are you doing this morning? Yes, I am ready to definitely warm this banger up. Okay, so today I'm playing around with smoking on 2 different rigs today. This one has a straight drop down, just a tube. And then look at this one. This has like amazing, all these perks. It's got a honeycomb and stuff in there. It's like totally percolating. I love this one. But I thought I would kind of be different today and kind of hit one and then kind of hit the other and see kind of flavors and where it takes me. But the problem is I really only have 1 dab of this left. So I'm not gonna be able to test it on 2, but that's okay. We'll do this anyways. Good morning.
I'm ready. So it's shared.
Okay, we're gonna hit this one. We're gonna hit the 1 tuber. The 1 tuber. Let's do it. Love the plant is about ready to clone. Nice. What are you cloning today? What are you cloning today? I have some roots on my clones that I took. Very happy. I realized, oops, sorry, Jake, go ahead.
Just a simple cheers, dabs up.
Cheers. Just getting ready for the outdoor season. I hear you. Yes, lasagna layering them beds up. I know. I got some compost in. That's what I've been doing. Layering it in my beds, getting some straw on there. I got a lot of wood chips. Make sure you don't have any bare ground. It should always have a top soil, a cover on it, not a topsoil. It should always have a cover on it, like some compost or wood chips or something. Always have something on that soil. Protect them little microbes. This is really a big dab. Woo, this is a really big dab. That's all right. We're going in on big dabs.
I hit my second reheat as you say that.
Your own cross. Papaya punch and straw nana. Dude, those are awesome. Those are really amazing plants. Like, yes, the papaya punch and the straw nana, those are amazing hash plants. I would definitely love to have my hands on them.
Could be nice and hashy. You never know, but should be some real nice phenos in there.
Woo!
Yeah, I was just outside yesterday and did our first round of foundational applications for the outdoor area for my place. The farm is 2 weeks behind with the weather. Based
You're
off
2 weeks behind?
the farm from my place. Our farm's about an hour away
okay.
from here, and it's a little bit more up in the hills. And yeah, it takes a couple more weeks to get to appropriate conditions. Last year it wasn't until June. Couldn't plant until June. There was still freezing temperatures at the end of May. But it looks like it's a little earlier this year. And yeah, out at my place here, we've had some, though it gets cold at night, we've had some nice temperatures, and we're going to plant for the 14th. That's when everything lines up. Just the standard, like the lunar calendar for planting, and then the biodynamic calendar as well. They both kind of coincide, and the 14th is the creme of the creme. So if we got the proper conditions, that's when we'll do our transplanting, and we'll have our 4th application of foundational done right before that, a few days before.
Nice. So didn't I hear you saying foundation? How many foundation applications are you going to put on this year?
4.
You're going to put 4? How many
4.
weeks apart?
So 1 week apart. So I'm planting in 1 month from yesterday, essentially, a little bit of wiggle room. We can do no less than every 5 days, no more than every 10 days for the application of this. This is all just off the top of my head. So if I misspeak, I will amend it at a later date. But yeah, that's the goal. So we'll be ready. We'll have our application done about 5 days or so prior to the 14th. So say the 9th, and then we can plant the 14th and have everything be happy and be able to give them a good first feeding. And then when we are going to put them out, we have a little application to do for just giving them a little boost for any pest pressure they're going to see, as well as I managed to, I wouldn't say half-ass, but I was going to say half-ass, because it's just like there's certain trees that you can use it on, and there's certain ones you can't. So the trees that are not pine trees specifically, I'll just keep it easy. So I can't spray my pine trees. I've got lots of pine trees, and in between them I have like maples and a few other ones that form little buds. Before the buds
wait. Why can't you spray your pine trees?
So there's a specific winter pest control spray, and it's just not made for those trees that have the essentially the leaves still on them, the pines on them. It's to be for winter spray, dormant trees, leaves off them, no buds forming. So I got there just in time. We were just having the buds starting to form, but no green on them yet. Everything was still brown. So I was able to spray them. And there's just high amounts of sulfur, and there's a little clay in the spray, and just a couple things that you wouldn't want to apply on living plant like leaf tissue. But nonetheless, yeah, we got that spray done, so that will prevent anything that's overwintering and any pests, that are present there. And then what do? We have the JHS, our herbal solution that we spray as well upon transplanting, as well as the 1-sulfur application to help with any sort of fungal issues. So we'll go through that when we're doing it, so it's a little bit more concise and laid out as we're doing it. But yeah, we got lots coming up, and then the farm's 2 weeks off, so we're going to kind of try to have it set up so at one point during the week we're here, the other point we're there, and then we're a bit offset due to timing. So it should be nice.
Yeah, that'll also work out nice for your timing, right? Too, to kind of have that little lead. Yeah.
At least for the start, everything should finish around similar times. So that's going to be real hectic, a little pat in the head rather than the tummy, but it'll be great. But yeah, for planting and getting everything done and making sure it's all working, it's perfect, because you got to make sure the irrigation is still all good and all the fun stuff.
Cool. So who is popping beans for outdoors?
And what do you have popped?
Anybody in chat? What do you got popped? I have not popped any beans yet.
Am I getting worried?
Am I getting worried?
No, because you can direct pop or you can do whatever you want.
Okay. Well, I got the 420 trip coming up. Y'all know I've been traveling all over. I've been down to, well, not to Cali, but almost to Cali, Southern Oregon. Been hanging out with all my friends down there, hanging out at all these conferences and stuff that they have going on everywhere. I swear there's a conference every weekend now. It's really cool. If you're in an area, check it out. You can probably find people to hang out with now. Just about all the time. They've got a regen camp going on this weekend. Joey Berger's putting that on. I know just a while back, Wendy put on a camp, not a camp, a seminar. There's one even in Washington, D.C. I saw the other day, a seminar in Washington, D.C. Isn't that cool? Cool. I think it's awesome.
You making it?
No, not going to Washington State. We in Washington State, not Washington, D.C., but hey. Hello, John. How are you? Not yet, but you got 3 volunteers coming up, huh, John? That's awesome. And Robert's letting some pollen fly on some Death Star. Woo!
Oh.
Nice. Dumpster. I've never heard of dumpster. Space goo. I haven't heard of space goo. Hoodoo. That sounds cool.
That is Duke Diamond, if I remember. And I only recall because my dog's name is Mahutu, and we always call him Hoodoo and Hootie Boy. So I might have to grab some of those just for shits.
Hi, Carrie. Hi, Carrie. I hope you're doing good. Carrie, I might be over in your area. I'm going to be over in your area Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We need a DM, girlfriend. Yes, I've been wanting to hook up with you. I'm so glad you came by the live this morning, Carrie. I hope you're doing well. I will be seeing you, Carrie. I'm going to be on your side of the mountain, so you're definitely going to come see me. So yes, DM me. Thank you so much, love, for the plant. That's a very nice compliment. Thank you. Appreciate that. I really do love this community. This community does mean a lot to me. You guys mean a lot to me. Drake means a lot to me. Drake's like one of my brothers. I hang out with people all the time on here and sesh with people. For sure. And you know, I feel like I have this little family, and you guys do mean a lot to me, and it's really awesome to meet up with you. There's a Lemon Hoko meetup that's going to happen. You have to RSVP because it is a private event. So you do have to RSVP to it, but you are welcome to come. It's free to come and hang out and hang out with people. They are charging for like the food. They're getting stuff catered in, so that stuff does cost. But to just come and say hello to everybody, I think it's, you know, totally free to do that. Yeah, it would be awesome to see more people. There's someone that flew in from there's someone flying in from the UK to this thing. There's someone that flew in from Florida. So I think it's amazing that people are starting to get out and meet up more. It's really awesome. Space goo is
time.
Okay. Hoodoo? Is that Duke Diamond? Duke Diamond is Hoodoo? I like the name Hoodoo. Hoodoo. If I recall. That'd be a good one.
He definitely has one as well, so who knows?
It's probably Duke Diamond who you're talking about. Duke was on a little while back, and then also last Sunday I was on Hash Church, you all. It was really an honor to be on Hash Church. So if you don't already subscribe to Bubble Man's World, which most of you already do, that's kind of how, you know, I started my YouTube channel. If you didn't know that, he's kind of the reason I started it. I followed kind of along his footsteps over in Jamaica. I got to go to Jamaica and go some places that he went, and it was really kind of, you know, inspiration and inspiring to me to get to share that with all of you that haven't got to go over there, or, you know, or might not ever get to go there. So it's pretty awesome that I think we get to go live and share these experiences with people around the world and around the globe. You were watching the DDC. Awesome. Cool. Also, I don't normally watch the Adam Dunn show, but the other night, the Adam Dunn show, Friday had oh my God, Mr. Bob Hemphill, very amazing breeder. He is someone that does kind of land race, is really talking about keeping land race genetics and saving them. The other really cool thing about this guy is that he's like, hey, I'm crossing all these things and keeping them around. Here, you work with my seeds. Here, breed with them. Here, do stuff with them. I want you to breed with my seeds. There aren't a lot of breeders out there like that, you guys. Just so you know, Mr. Bob Hempel, I'm telling you, his flower was the nicest, the nicest flower. Every single jar was so manicured to like perfection. And his wife apparently is the one that does the manicuring of the flower. And I'm telling you, he brought over this box of jars, sat it down, and it was like perfectly in the sunshine. That I got to open the jar and look at each one. And it was just like amazing, 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 amazing. So if you ever get to like meet up with that guy or get a chance to be somewhere, you should definitely. Yes. Hey, Jess and Bean, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Hello, Stony Baker. Stony, you better get over and see me too, Stony Baker. You're on the west side. I'm going to be over there. Silver Lake.
I was coming for you.
Yeah. Yeah, Stony Baker. You better be bringing me some of that super lemon haze. I want to cut, actually. You have a puck jar from the Regen conference in Oh, nice. Cool. Yeah, the Regen conference was fun. It was fun. That was, kind of one of the start of everything. Getting to go up in BC, up there in Vancouver. And I recorded the Regen conference. If you guys haven't caught all those, you can go back and watch them on my YouTube channel. I think that's another thing that's really amazing, that I got to share all those conferences with you.
And you should, because it was fucking great. If you guys haven't seen those before, there's just a lot of information. It's a fun time. I don't know if the chat's still there or not, but the chat was super active, super interactive and active. Lots of fun. And we haven't really spoken about it at all, like together or on air or whatnot, but it's kind of funny that Tara came down to BC. She was 4 hours away from me at the Regenerative Conference, had this crazy experience, but all these people continued on to go to just more and more of the same conference, essentially, but just to be there to spread the love, join the community, show these events live. And of course, when you go to a different one, it's always a little bit different. You get a little bit of this and that, but it's a big commitment to be going to each of these things in person, which she did. But we didn't meet in BC when she was here. We met when I think it was in Maine, because they offered the very last one online, and Tara was there holding it down, not because she was paid to or had any reason, but just because she was having a good time and trying to keep chat interactive and keeping things moving and doing what Tara does. And that's how we met and ended up kicking it off from there and started Zooming or whatever the app was at the time. And yeah, it's been a pretty awesome and beautiful thing ever since. I'm blessed, and I've been so happy that it happened. But it's just kind of a ironic thing that you were on the back door here a couple hours away, but we ended up meeting up.
4 hours away. 4 hours away, and same with Josh and Kelly. I hang out with Josh and Kelly on Zoom, and it was kind of funny because last week I was at their house Zooming with them, and it was like I felt closer to them even though I was farther away. It was like really weird, kind of just bizarre things. But I do think it's amazing that we have the ability to be able to reach out and touch one another kind of in this way. But it's also important that we get out and actually physically get out and get with people as well. I think now that we've all been on this lockdown, we're all realizing like how important it is to get out and how much we do miss all the activities that we all took for granted that we could have done. I could have went up and visited Dragonfly, 4 years ago, 3 years ago, it just didn't make it happen. Now I'll definitely make it happen. When those things are taken away from you, it makes you really realize that how important they really are to you. And, your health, that's another thing y'all shouldn't take for granted. And it's something you all really need to take care of is your health. Your health is so important. You only get one body. You don't get another body. You don't get to buy one. There ain't a lot of money out there that's going to buy you a new body. Sorry. Yeah, you can do plastic surgery and that shit, but that's, you've seen that work. It doesn't look very good. Anyways, but really important. The whole regenerative conference, where it all started, Josh and Kelly, Bubble Man, they all led me down that road. That's what brought us all together. So this regenerative growing style just isn't about just growing. It's also about living and about changing your lifestyle and really, you know, what can you give back to
Passing
the
information.
planet? What can you give back? We take every day. Every day we take so much. And all we do is throw garbage away. We have a garbage dump truck comes and he takes our dump away. You know, what are we putting back into Mother Earth and Mother Nature, and what are we truly giving back and putting good in to our bodies? You know, we're only as healthy as our environment around us. And we really have to remember to take care of those around us and our environment. I think it's time for dab.
That was very well said, and I love the sentiment. And I'll definitely dab again, even though I'm lit right up from the Mendo breath I just jumped in on. Right, you've got that right, and it's a responsibility, right, to educate and help spread that love and join the communities like you're doing, and just, you know, when you have the option to bond bridges that may otherwise just, you know, barely glance by and not meet, and why not do so? Because it's a way to make the, you know, a lot of these things, and sorry to rabbit hole, but it's just how the ADD brain works. But it's like a lot of these things are so finite, and there's such a little niche group that knows about it, or a select few people. And it's like to be able to get those certain people out into the spotlight, and not for like some fame or lore kind of thing, but just to be able to get this information out and say, hey, this is what I'm doing, this is what's working, this is how it's good for everything around me, and this is the price points, or this is how cheap it costs. You know, it's, these things are really good to get out there, and these different channels, the different YouTube platforms, and just podcasts are all great. And just take, you know, whatever you can from each of them, and then spread the good, right? That's what it's all about. And that's another thing with like the Dem, right? Is it's not just being overly rigid, like it's not like to the point where you're actually beneficial, right? Like the main goal is you're down, you're 100% sustainable, but the real thing is you're actually beneficial beyond that point. So like where you are, the area around you is benefiting. And a big thing is educating your community so that they can learn to do the same thing, so that it's not just this one little piece, it's not just this 1%, it's this massive, you know, mycelial web, we'll call it, just spreading out. But on my tangent, so we can dab, and you know, just again, Tara, just I love the sentiment behind what you said there. It's beautiful, and yeah, let's dab it out.
Mycelium web, I love it, Drake. Cheers, y'all. I am going on some Illmatic. Now, I always want to say Illumatic,
Hey, you
but I got
nailed
it.
it. You nailed
Illmatic.
it.
You know, this terpene complex has like this golden caramel kind of thing, this Illmatic. I don't know what terpene it is. I don't know that Kurt had it tested, but if he did, I would like to know the terpene complex, because this is my favorite one, and I will definitely have some more of this product.
Yeah, how highly you've been speaking about it. I definitely want to give some a try, but unfortunately, I know it's not just the name or the seed, it's the farmer. So it's going to be a little while before I think I make it down to any areas where I'll have access to that Illmatic. But one day I'm sure it'll happen, hopefully sooner than later.
Well, you know, I'm really hoping to get up there for the Unicorn Cup. If there's anybody in Canada, the Unicorn Cup, get to the Unicorn Cup. Go look it up in August. I just got water in there. Holy shit. That's what that crackle was. Did you hear it?
Oh, yeah.
Anyway,
Too much back pressure.
I was like, whoa, it crackled. Yeah, caramel. It is, Tony. It's like a sweet, super, like it's a dessert. Like, yeah, I really like that terpene. I don't know what it is, but I like it.
It was great with your morning cocoa.
And coffee. I'm having coffee this morning. I do like cocoa, but I like Dragonfly cocoa, believe me, but I do like my coffee. Let's hash it out. Yeah, John, let's do it. Let's hash it out. I love it. Well, let's see. hopefully we'll have Matthew Gates on next Saturday because he's been posting some really cool shit. There's like some pictures of like stink bug eggs, not stink bug. Oh my God. Stick bug eggs. And I don't know if y'all know what stick bugs are, but stick bugs are these bugs that look like sticks and they hide in plain sight. And so do their eggs. I had no idea. And also, if you don't know what a praying mantis egg look like, you should know what that looks like. There's lots of other eggs that look similar to praying mantis eggs. There's another one that's like smaller, but like a praying mantis egg. I think it's like for a bee. There's some newer pollinators and some of the first pollinators that come out. It's really kind of cool. But I actually didn't know what a praying mantis egg looked like. And I used to squish those. Like I didn't know what they were. So I just squish it. I'm like, oh, that's got to be a bad bug, right? Squish an egg. You know, you think like spider eggs, you want to squish all those. And, you know, you really got to change your mind thought when you start thinking about being regenerative and you start thinking about, you know, how much you affect your environment around you. It's just crazy.
Everywhere you look, it gets like you just want to close your eyes. So, you know, don't let your head spin too much. But yeah, try to be cognizant of it because just doing little things makes a big difference when we all start doing them. And we keep preaching it, but it's because it's true.
Yes, Matthew is the man. He's really awesome. He does a lot of work for this community. He helps this community out a lot for bugs, identifying bugs, and I think he's really a nice guy. Really a nice guy. Super scientific though, like, you know, it's very by the book, and you know, that's what's kind of nice also, that you can always trust someone like that. If they're going to put information out, they always do their due diligence to like check that out. I really respect people like that. Because I don't always take the time to research things. You know, I like to be able to believe people. That's one thing that we haven't been able to do. We haven't been able to believe our social media. We haven't been able to believe our news out there. We haven't been able to believe, you know, news articles when we read things. So I think it's super important that people that are true, that are, you know, really do stand out and really, you know, do spread the truth, that we really speak about those people and we really shout them out, because I think they really deserve it. Hey, Teo, good morning. Speaking of American one, how are you, Teo? What's up? There's another good breeder in the house, y'all. Teo's got some seeds, I'm sure, available if anybody's looking for seeds. Mr. Amy's Aces, and don't help me. I saw the Amy's Aces and that's what threw me off. I know the other one. Wait, Godiva. There you go. I knew it. Phew. Is there any more, Teo? You got any more? I don't know if you're breeding any more yet. News is all in the stamen. What's the stamen? 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 Straw man bullshit. Okay, straw man. I'm like, what am I reading here? You guys are making me read shit. Hey, Sammy says, good morning. How are you? Hello. Time to clean my rig out before it sits and gets icky. Okay, so y'all, I don't know if y'all know if I told you, but I've been making my own Q-tips now. Where's a regular Q-tip? Well, shit, here's a glob mop. Let's get a glob mop out. Show you what it looks like. So I've been making my own Q-tips. Here's the glob mop. There's the big difference. This is a chopstick that I cut in half. And I've been I used to be a hairdresser, and, you know, back in the day, I used to do perms and shit. And now, you know, nails and shit, you buy cotton by the roll. So I literally take off this much cotton like that. And I literally take the chopstick and I put it in like this. And I literally pull on it, you stretch it, and you pull it on the same time as you're twirling it. And you do that, and you do that, and you got an amazing Q-tip right there. Look at that. Look at that. And then you just pull the dirty part off. Well, that's not a dirty one, but pull it off and you throw it in the garbage. It's like, I don't have to buy Q-tips anymore. I don't know what y'all were spending, but I really got tired of buying these because they got really crappy. The quality of these have gone down. I am tired of spending hard-earned money. My husband's hard-earned money. Okay, y'all? My husband works hard. And that's time away from me. It's time away from your families when you got to work more. So when you can spend less, when you start buying these cheap wooden ones that just break in half when you go to use them, that's really irritating. Really irritating. Glob mop. I used to pay a lot of money for you. I'm quit buying you. So yeah, I went off on that. That's a little rant. I don't like medical patients being taken advantage of because this isn't cool. Like John lives on an income. We all live on a limited income. And it's super important that you're not taking advantage of. And it's part of my passion. And that's another reason why I talk about things and talk about people like to trust and people to, go ahead and associate with. And like you would spend your money, your hard-earned money with them. And, that's a passion of mine. It was also something that when I was trying to heal, you don't have a lot of money and there's not a lot of people out there to help you. So I think it's really important that we do this and we talk about these things. I'm getting on a soapbox today, y'all. Maybe I should have named this hashtag soapbox dabs. I'm hearing preach it, sister. Okay, I'm preaching it. Oh, all right, y'all. I think we should dab one out. And Drake and I don't know, we might be live later. Drake and I have been working on doing hash in the background. I've got a whole bunch of a whole bunch of sifted, cured bubble hash that I'm getting ready to press into rosin. So I need to bag it up and I'm going to press that out. I know Drake's got some. Are you going to do it for sure today, Drake?
I mean, for sure, that's...
You're doing yours for sure.
I don't know.
For sure?
I don't know about that. That's pretty set in stone, but...
For sure. Okay.
Most likely.
Okay, so most likely we will be doing another live later. So y'all hit that bell if you want to and stay tuned. I don't know if it'll even ring it again. It might not. Notifications aren't coming out as usual. I'll try and remember to post it in Discord. Also, if you're not a member of our Discord, make sure you get over on our Discord. All information about Jadam. Also, I'm going to try and do some updates over there for you. And also make sure you're following along on Instagram if you're not following along on Instagram already. Tara Lee Live on Instagram and also Drake K04 K0, not O, K04. Right?
I think you're right. Either way. Check us out.
No, because O is an O and a 0 is a 0, right?
Yeah,
so it's kind of messed up, right? Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So gotta remember that. All right. Should we dab one out, y'all? Bong rip. One more. Bingo Lombardi.
I'll be polishing and cleaning. I'm ripped out, but I'm with you. With you.
Okay. Well, Dave, why don't you get on a soapbox for a minute and I'll heat up. And why don't you tell me what you got going on for the week and anything else that I forgot to catch us up on if you think of anything.
Oh, I'll look so I don't have to be so rambly or stumbly. I'll still ramble, but
what are you looking forward to planning? Maybe we should talk about what you're planning. Maybe that's what we should talk about. What are you planning? What are you looking forward to?
Pretty similar to what's in the garden. Again, I'm looking forward to seeing how the Congo does this year, the Rubber Street Congo with, a much better base and with myself a much better understanding of the practice we're doing and being able to enact it all the way through. And at this point we've got a very good start so far. It's looking great, so I really want to see how that does. And then I'm running the black garlic again, a few different phenos of the formerly Jelly Rancher, but Hella Jelly from Humboldt Seed Co. Got a couple different time warps, which is supposedly some Canadian land race, but it's like a Vancouver Island strain, which is nearby here, and it's just solid for our weather. and the temperamental natures of it. So I have a few of those outside. Drawing blanks. I'm drawing blanks. But I'm excited for them nonetheless. Those Hella Jellies pressed really nicely. There might be a couple lemongrasses. I can't recall. There's just a good list. I'm trying to remember what's here in the farm. Obviously, I guess just if everything in general, we've got 8 different phenos of the GDP that I selected out of the 86, around 90 from the last round indoors. And we'll be using those due to how they finished and just their vigor and overall appeal. I've ran quite a few of them before outdoors as well, and they do pretty well in our environment aside from finishing. So they're very resistant to the issues with weather, right? They're not super bad for mildew or mold. Pest is what it is. It's not like they're super susceptible type thing. Like it does, I don't know. That's a tough one to say because it really depends. Pest. Here we have a lot of thrips, aphids, spider mites, and leaf hoppers are a son of a gun depending the season. So luckily our protocol is a weekly protocol that eliminates those. So
I'm going on Resin Ranches right now. Nice. I feel like this is strawberry guava. And it's really good. So we're gonna go in on that today. Gonna go on that one.
Well, let us know if there's any strawberry in it. Usually not so much.
No, did you give me? Yeah, you did give me Amy. I do have Amy's packs. I'm taking those Amy's and trading. By the way, your Teo, I'm bringing some of your seeds to the camp out. If anybody's going to the camp out, I'll have seeds to swap. We're doing seed swaps at the camp out. By the way, so you should get there, Stony Baker. You lazy ass. Ha! Yep, I called you lazy ass, Stony Baker.
Gotta swap them seeds.
I'm gonna come by your live. What are you gonna call me, Stony? I'll be by your live later. What are you gonna call me? Cheers, y'all. Hair bingo, one more rip for you, man.
Get it, Tara. 7 GDPs, 11 Hella Jellies, 3 Time Warps, 3 Lemongrass, the Congo, 2 Black Garlic. I think that's it for now. I did some slimming just so that we could make sure to have a nice healthy start for the year. In the farm, there's quite a few plants, and for the 10 by 10 veg area for doing that and my outdoor and the indoor, it's got to be pretty planned. So that 2-week grace period we mentioned prior is nice for the planting and transplanting. Yada yada. Nice rip.
That tasted really amazing. Well, on that note, everybody's saying I should pop those Amy Aces. Okay, maybe I'll throw them in. Maybe I'll do it too. I was really thinking this year that I was really going to try and do feminized, just because I don't want to have to wait and around and try and figure that out because I am limited. But maybe I will. And I also am hoping some 710 seeds are going to make it here, because I'm going to be searching for a new Roberts Creek Congo to replace my Roberts Creek Congo. So I'm going to be looking for a new Congo. So I'll be doing a little bit of a cultivar hunt, I guess. Is that what you call it?
You'll be the phenos. You've got the S1s. You'll be getting the S1s of the Roberts Creek Congo. Yeah. So you'll be making your Terrace Creek Congo. Tara's got a creek right behind her, by the way, so it's even funnier.
I do. That's funny. Oh my god, that is funny. Oh gosh, that's hilarious.
So you'll select your pheno of it, and there you go. Tara's Creek Congo. Hopefully, you find a good one.
That's hilarious. I love it. All right, y'all. Well, we'll be back on later on. Drake's gonna do a press for y'all. I'm looking forward to that, because maybe I'll be doing one too. I definitely have some hash.
See the time, and we'll see it.
Yeah. Hopefully, can't tell. Yeah, what are we balancing today? I'm packing also to be headed over there to come see you all over on the other side. I hope you all have a wonderful Easter tomorrow. If y'all celebrating Easter, have a safe one and have a beautiful day. Peace and love. Till the next one.